Okay, so I am here to do the second video. This one is the benefits of breastfeeding. And I have said before that I do classes at WIC, Breastfeeding Education. And when I talk to my moms, I like to make sure I start off with the benefits of breastfeeding for mom. Because I think a lot of times either they don't know or forget that they get benefits for breastfeeding as well. So that way you get all the stuff out the way. And I always tell my moms too, that especially for first time moms, sometimes you may not know that once the baby comes, everything is about the baby. So I like to get benefits for mom out of the way so that you know you're getting something from breastfeeding, not just giving everything to your baby. So the first thing is breastfeeding helps you get back to your pre-pregnancy size faster. It burns about 500 calories a day. The fat stores that your body is producing while you're pregnant, your body feeds directly from those stores to help produce your breast milk. So that's a good thing. And I was really shocked with that the first time. I knew that with June, but it just seemed like it came off really, really quickly with her. I gained 25 pounds when I was pregnant, and probably by my 6 to 8 weeks, I had lost 40 pounds. So I lost an extra 15 pounds with having her just from breastfeeding. And this time, actually, it's kind of coming off the same way. Not quite back to where I was yet. Onyx will be 2 weeks tomorrow. But, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's almost 2 weeks of breastfeeding. So, another benefit for mom especially, it helps to lower your risk of postpartum depression, or the baby blues that they call it. Oxytocin is a hormone that's released in your breast milk, and it helps to relax you, calm you, and also baby gets some oxytocin, so that's another thing. The sleepy feeling that you and baby get, that is natural. That's that oxytocin kicking in, helping to relax you guys. Breastfeeding also helps to reduce your risk of certain type of cancers: breast cancer, cervical cancer, and ovarian cancer. Those cancers are estrogen driven, and your body has a lower store of estrogen while you're lactating or producing your breast milk. So of course, the longer you breastfeed, hi June. So of course, the longer you breastfeed, the greater the benefits, because it helps to keep those stores of estrogen low in your body. Another thing, where's my phone? Another thing is it helps to save money. Of course, breast milk is free. Your body starts producing breast milk about 16 weeks or 4 months into your pregnancy, just kind of depending on how you track it. And colostrum is the first milk that your body makes for your baby. It's super concentrated. It's got vitamins and everything that your baby needs. It helps to get their immune system going, fill in the holes in their gut and line their intestines. So that's something that's really amazing. Also with that, it helps save time, especially in the middle of the night for those 3, 4, 5 o'clock, midnight, 2 o'clock, whatever feedings. When you're getting up, you're not having to get up, make a bottle, wash it, clean it, warm it up, that kind of thing. Just get the baby latched on, get that oxytocin kicking in, and helps to get both of you guys back to sleep faster. So that's awesome. And also with time, when you're traveling, that's another thing it helps to save with that. You're not having to carry extra cans, water, bottles, that kind of thing. You don't have to do that. It's just you and the baby. Of course, diapers and wipes, that kind of thing. But you don't have to carry any extra supplies for feeding. And also, if there's like an emergency situation where the only thing you can do is grab your baby and run, you know you have your food source with you, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to feed your baby. So that's amazing. So those are some of the benefits for mom. Now we're going to jump to the benefits for baby. The first thing are the antibodies. There are antibodies in your breast milk that help to protect your baby against the new illnesses and diseases that he or she will be exposed to. Babies born with an immature immune system, so everything that they're exposed to is new, and the antibodies in your breast milk will help protect them against that. The second thing are the Hamlet cells, and these are the anti-cancer cells that help to protect your baby against childhood leukemia and other types of childhood cancers. Growth factors and enzymes. These are the things that help to get baby cells growing and functioning like they're supposed to. Like I said, babies born with an immature immune system, their cells are also still forming and functioning, and that's what helps to get them forming and functioning like they're supposed to. Excuse me. Antiviruses and anti-allergies. Yeah, what's going on? What do you want to say?
I don't know.
Okay, well, hold off on that, and then when you figure out, you can let me know. Antiviruses and anti-allergies, they help protect your baby against environmental allergies and food allergies that he or she will be exposed to. Yes, what do you want to say?
I love you, Daddy. It's okay, I know you.
Okay, thank you. Some people don't know with the allergies that formula is made from cow's milk. So if you have a lactose allergy, or baby has a lactose allergy, or even sometimes dad can pass on his lactose allergy. Excuse me, honey. Sometimes dad can pass on his lactose allergy. Scoot over this way. Sometimes dad can pass on his allergy to lactose to the baby, and that's something that the baby will have to worry about too. And unfortunately, with the baby, you won't know. Stop tapping that first. And unfortunately, with the baby, you won't know until the baby's had the formula, and then you're trying to go through formulas to try to figure out what doesn't negatively affect the baby. So that's something, and the baby's having to go through it while you're trying to switch those formulas. So that's not really, pleasant for the baby, which is unfortunate. Another thing, prebiotics and probiotics. You hear about that a lot in yogurt. It helps to get the digestive system moving, flowing, and functioning like it's supposed to. That is made naturally in your breast milk. You hear about it, like I said, in yogurt. The great thing about that, breast milk is a natural laxative, so it helps to move through the system faster. And that's a question that I get to with a lot of people. They look at it and say, oh my God, the baby's got diarrhea. It's not diarrhea. It is supposed to be different. Babies that are formula fed have like brown pellets, and it's harder just because it takes it a little bit longer for the baby's body to digest it. Breast milk moves through a little faster, so you will notice that if you have a breastfed baby, baby is pooping a little bit more, which may or may not be a good thing depending on who you're asking, but you know that the baby's not having a harder time to break it down, so that's a good thing for the baby. Let's see what else. DHA is in your breast milk naturally. It's also in formula, but like I said, formula is made from cow's milk. The composition of a cow's body is more body fat, less brain fat. Humans are the opposite, more brain fat, less body fat. So two things with that: you'll get a smarter baby because baby's getting the proper brain fats from the beginning, and also it lowers baby's risk of childhood obesity because baby's getting the proper body fats from the beginning. There's carbs, protein in your breast milk, and it's in the proper amount for baby's body to digest it because, of course, it is human made. And the last thing is water. Oh, actually fat. The fat in your breast milk, we'll talk about that. It transforms into energy for the baby. And I don't think I have to check and see if I have a bottle on there to see if I can show you the difference. When you pump, you make two types of milk, foremilk and hindmilk. They come out of the same breast, and I do get that question a lot. That's why I say that. Foremilk and hindmilk come out of the same breast. When baby gets latched onto the breast initially, it starts off as the foremilk, which is the thinner, more watery part of your milk, and it helps to quench baby's thirst. The longer baby stays at the breast, it starts to thicken up into the fatty part of the milk, which is the hindmilk, and that's like I said, the fatty part that helps to give baby energy. If you're pumping, you will notice a difference. When you start pumping, it starts off thinner and thickens up. When the baby's at the breast, you won't notice when it switches because baby's getting all of it. But like I said, I'll check to see when I go get Onyx because I know it's getting close for him to eat. And I also want to show you guys this cute little nipple hat. So when you pump, you'll notice it because it does separate. It is fine. I had a mom who told me she had a whole freezer stock full of milk, and she took one bag out and it separated. So she threw her whole entire freezer stock away. So I make sure I tell moms that anybody thinking about breastfeeding, pumping, whatever, your milk will separate. It's perfectly fine. Just kind of swirl it or stir it back together. You don't want to shake it because shaking it can agitate and kill some of the live cells and cultures in your breast milk. So just swirl it back together and make sure you're getting that fat in there to help fill baby's appetite. Now the last thing is water. Your breast milk is 87% water. So one of the biggest things is making sure that you're getting plenty of water when you're breastfeeding. I tell my moms to make sure every time you sit down to nurse or pump, you get at least a cup or two of water in. That way you're putting fluids back into your body for the fluids the baby's taking out through breastfeeding. Because if you're not fully hydrated and you're not getting enough water, it's going to be hard to make something that's mostly water. So think about that. I'm going to grab Onyx so he can eat. And then I have a question that I wanted to answer. I was typing it out and it was getting a little bit longer. So I wanted to address that on the video. And I will do that once I grab Onyx, put his little nipple hat on, and get that together.
My beautiful wife is getting the baby ready. We'll show you little Junie. And I am Daddy Man.
Daddy, I can't see all of it. I can kiss it down somewhere.
Using the camera?
I'm using this little bit square.
Nah, a little square. Got the baby ready, baby?
First, I want to show Onyx's little nipple hat. He's kind of eating, kind of not. So, hold on. Okay, now we're ready. And I wanted to address a question on the first video, the Why I Did a Natural Birth, from Miss Christina Ward. She says she is not planning on having children anytime soon, but she is fascinated with the birthing process, that kind of thing. And she had a question. She wanted to know if I've had any emotional or postpartum imbalances. And thankfully I have not. I don't know if that has anything to do with not having the medicine, but I haven't had any issues with that. Everything has been good. I've been, transitioning from pregnancy to new mom to second time mom, and everything has been great. And also, how has being a mother of two changed my everyday life. And honestly, with the way my pregnancy is gone, I haven't really had any changes. I wasn't feeling very well through my pregnancy, so I was doing a lot of resting because I wasn't feeling well. And with healing after having another baby and having a little bit different type of healing this time, I had a 2nd degree tear with Onyx, 1st degree tear with June. With her, I was within the first week up around the neighborhood taking a walk. We were walking with her in her stroller. This time, not as soon. I've been up moving around. This is, like I said, he'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. So I've been kind of moving a little bit slower just because of, healing is a little bit different. But as far as like taking care of both of them, it's not been really too much of a difference. I truly believe that God prepares you for whatever it is that you're going through, whatever's coming in advance. The past 2 months of the last 2 months of my pregnancy, I had a lot of hip pain, a lot of pelvic pain. And now that I know why, having him almost 9 pounds, I can see why it was just a lot of pressure. So my body's doing the same thing that it was doing carrying him, just healing, trying to get back to where it was, which is awesome. And it's working out so far. June is still her energetic self, which is nice. And also, with Onyx, he is a pretty chill baby, which helps. He wakes up and other than being hungry, he really doesn't fuss very much, which is awesome. So, not too much change, not too much difference. Just adjusting, having fun, and really trying to make sure that it doesn't, negatively affect June, because there is another body in the house, so I'm having to split my attention with. But other than that, everything has been great, and I thank God for everything that we've been blessed with, and I look forward to the future, whatever the future holds for us. So thank you for watching, and if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section, and I will get to them as soon as possible. All right, thanks. You guys have a great day.